All right. It is showtime. It is showtime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the IESF World Esports Championship. It is your boy Breeze bringing you the action live, and we are going to get straight into it. But before that, let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. Remember, the number one team here will represent Nigeria in the regionals. Neon Rising in a beautiful start, 65 points to the good, and 1011 XTC in second place with 32. Afro Esports also with 32. Tribe with 31. Three Crown Esports with 30. Umoja Game with 25. Unsullied Army with 14. Harsh Esports with 13. And Vanguard with 12. And Spike T with 1. Remember, Neon Rising have started the day the best way you could start any game. The best thing you could do with your life. They're doing it right now. Can they hold on? Can they do better? We're going to find out for ourselves here now. We are going to find out for ourselves now. I'm going to keep our eyes on the prize. That's everything that we know. Every single thing that we have done so far has been to the betterment of all of these teams. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into the action. It is showtime once again. Are you active? I'm active. I'm rising. Are you rising? I'm rising. Are you rising? I'm rising. Are you rising like Neon Rising? What, 9 teams? I thought we had 10, dog. Ooh, Ecstasy eliminated by who? Holy, what a way to kick things off. Umoja Gaming eliminated Ecstasy. Oh my goodness. I think it was in boot camp. It was in boot camp. It was in boot camp. Umoja Gaming eliminated Ecstasy, and that is a very, very, very unfortunate way to kick things off. And that is not how Ecstasy wanted to start the game at all. Well. Looks like I missed all that action. Ooh. And all of this happened inside of boot camp. Looks like Harsh Esports, on the other hand, have kept things in perspective. Well, we have started the day off with a huge bang. A very big bang, if you ask me. And there will be signs, there will be trials and tribulations. But that is a very good start for Moja Gaming right now. They would be very, very surprised. But they did start very, very nicely. Well, the play zone is already on the move here. 2 minutes out, and before it squeezes everybody out into the open, Painan being occupied by 3 Crown Esports, Neon Rising in the west. They are sitting quite nicely in that western side. I mean, landing on each other with only 10 teams in the CUD is nasty stuff. You know, I was expecting this, but I wasn't expecting, it to be happening in boot camp. I was expecting, Neon Rising to be getting the brunt of it, because if you eliminate everyone else except Neon Rising, it just gets easier for them. I was expecting at least some drama today, man. But now that gives Neon Rising an opportunity to move even further ahead. But 3 Crown Esports could have something to say about that one. This is really Neon Rising's game to lose. They are all in charge here. Looks like Vanguard Esports will be on the receiving end of some chaos being thrown their way. Van Helsing looking for a way through. Unfortunately, can't do much of anything from that distance. Vanilla crawling back into space. Artist as well, trying to make a little bit of something work out here as well, but Chicken is going to he's not going to have any of that, and they will be staying closed out and they will be staying locked in. There is a cool There's a big call to how the game has been going so far, but Artist could get a drop here. He does get a drop. Vanguard Esports would have a major advantage there, but Chicken was there providing some level of cover fire. And Van Helsing might have been spotted here. Doesn't look like they will be surviving this ordeal at all. They will go out. And Van Helsing might be getting spotted out as well. They're around a little bit too long under the water. Does Vanguard Esports are not very proactive with their movements, but that will keep things in a very solid perspective. But that's a very good way for Tribe Warriors to kick off the game, as they are starting to make their own rotation. 3 Crown Esports as well. Quilla has secured 1 elimination earlier on. I think it was against who was he against? I think it was against the guys from Vanguard, right? I think it was against one of the guys from Vanguard, if I'm not mistaken, right? Was it? Wow, this game started off really quickly. It looks like Afro Esports could have some business to deal with. Okay, I think it was one of the guys from Afro Esports, but it looked like Neo and Neon Rising could be locking horns here. Neon Rising will not be backing away, and they will be tossing and turning. That's a good grenade over to the other side. They will trade one off. Neo has the DBS in hand. Neon Rising starting to take position immediately. Quilla from 3 Crown Esports has been able to add a little bit more aura there. He has turned on the Joker. We'll get the first drop on. But Neon Rising, I mean, take a look at that position that they've got. You have to respect how well this team is so adjusted. I mean, take a look at Morsteez. He's already made the move. He's already repositioned themselves. More souls up on the hillside alongside more ammo, and then Mornax to join them in the split, and then they will find a way to break inside. Again, Morsteez is the anchor here. He's the one that is calling exactly what angle they will want to push in from. And it's all left to the execution now. Morsteez's position, and he gets the angle, and that is the cue for Neon Rising to tear this through. More Souls has already breached inside, and that is the opening they have been looking for. Dago has to be spotted out. His audio has been given away. He's gonna switch over to the other side. First drop is inside again, but unfortunately that will be good night. Neon Rising will put their foot on the gas, and they will not be taking it off. Firing on all cylinders here. Neon Rising doing everything right. They picked up where they left off yesterday, and they are very much in the running here. The core that we've seen so far from the most part of these teams, again, that will be in a very interesting cut if they can make something here. But oh yeah, I do apologize for the GFX. You know, this is not match 3, this is match 1. Oh please, this is match 1, it's not match 3, guys. Please, I do apologize. The GFX made a little bit of an error. It is not match 3. Well, I mean, It doesn't get any better than that, I'll tell you that one. But Neon Rising, what a performance they have had in this qualifier. It is everything. It is everything and more. They can't do anything wrong at this point. The only way that they don't stop is if someone takes matters into their own hands. But as it stands, come on, man. 3 Crown Esports will be making their way to the bridge. They have been spotted immediately. Quilla gets dropped, and they will push forward. I know that this is the play. They will push for it. They will get a better angle. That is just it. It's really how it works. But fortunately for them, there is a distance to be covered here, and that is what makes 3 Crown Esports so dangerous with the moves. Quilla will be getting picked up. There's more pressure as well, getting swept over to that left-hand side. Nexus has to be very careful, cannot afford to make any mistakes here. And they will cross the bridge successfully, but that is dangerous play. But they should be fine. More Steez again with the off angle. I mean, you have to give credit where it's due. More Steez is already here. He's already anticipated that this is where they will play, and he has already put himself in that position. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is all a matter of execution once again. 3 Crowns, will they be the ones this time? But they've not been aware. Quilla drops again like Jesus Christ for the second time. He's carrying a big cross, but that cross will not let go of him. And that is why it is dangerous to be by your lonesome. You have to be sure. And his team should have done a better job of seeing up the hill, because he can't look up the hill. You have to cover the angles that he can't see. Morstees takes those risks so that you can do more, and more souls as well is exposed. He gets dropped away to follow suit. Tunubu is cooking, and Umoja Gaming are starting to turn up the heat. There is a sigh of fresh air for 3 Crown Esports. They've actually found a way to make it through, but Neon Rising still up front and still dangerous. So it is a very, very interesting and very intricate turn of events here for the Tribe. Do have this one locked in. It looks like it is harsh. That is going to be in trouble. Quilla finally gets the drop on Neon Rising, and Mornax will be taking a hit. Unfortunately, I mean, this could have been a big opportunity for Neon Rising to run away with this, but it's not looking like the case. But take a look at Quilla. 3 eliminations to the good. And Quilla is starting to get active. Remember, he was the MVP for Nigeria at the African P once again. If 3 Crown Esports can do the needful and perform a miracle here. I don't know what the driving around is for. Is this like some sort of ritual, or I'm not certain, but it is phase 4 of the circle, and Toxic will take a hit. He will fall to the zone, and Harsh Esports are down by just another. And HWK on the receiving end. Layla will close that one out. Unsullied Army, they've been very quiet. Unsullied Army have been very quiet. They have been biding their time. Oh wow, and they do have a very good position in the zone coming in from the northern side. This is a very good spot. The only thing that they have to worry about is the zone bringing them out, but fortunately for them, they do have vehicles, so they can make the play, and they will use those vehicles to get into a better spot as well. And take a look at that, destroying the vehicles, destroy Lonely. More ammo will be the last one left. 3 eliminations for Neon Rising. They could do better here, but they will have to get through Moja Gaming, or at least get through into the top 3 for the most part. But you know, a second place finish is the only thing that will feel like Neon Rising have done something in this game. A second place finish, anything below a second place finish, they haven't really moved the needle that far. But it looks like Unsullied Army are unloading the bullets. They are unloading the shots. But they're too far out. Layla did secure that earlier elimination, that they will be finding their way through. They will be spinning the block onto the other side. And there's a big possibility they will be running into the guys from Umoja Gaming. Here comes final boss. First drop is good. Almost gets him swept away. And DYDX will be getting swept off. And that is the end of Inside Out by Umoja Gaming. You got it. You love to see it, don't you? You love to absolutely see it. Ooh, Nexus had to be very careful. He gave a little bit too much on that one. And Sook will retain the bullets and spray continuously onto 3 rounds, and they manage to escape. But unfortunately, Berlin gets a knock, a big knock on McGrellin. Umoja Gaming looking very comfortable here. They're looking to breach inside. Again, big sprays, big hooks. 10 eliminations for Umoja Gaming. They're not stopping. They are not stopping at all. And a beautiful grenade over to the top side from Sook. They are making this happen. They are doing the job. They are doing the needful. And they are making everything right. Another grenade sent over as well. Frames are dropped off. Frames are dropped in again. Berlin. And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. That is the game. Umoja Gaming. 10. Is it 10? I think they passed 10. What is that number? 6, 11, 15. 15 eliminations and a chicken dinner. Umoja Gaming have just announced their arrival. 3 Crown Esports in second place with 6 eliminations. Neon Rising in third with 3. Tribe in fourth with 4. Unsullied Army in fifth with 1. Vanguard Esports in sixth with nothing, and Harsh in seventh with 4. Afro Esports in 8th. And SP in 9th, and Ecstasy in 10th. Ooh. We just saw some interesting here. We just saw some and the chicken dinner. That's 25 points for Umoja Gaming. They have crept up to Neon Rising in one game. Right. This is what we live for. This particular one, I will be there. I will be there. Umoja Gaming, the most hated, but never underrated. They're locked in. The last day, drama. Neon Rising are under fire right now. I can only imagine what the leaderboard is looking like, but hold your thoughts. Be right back for game number 2, or rather game number 6. But you already know. You know the vibe. What's good, my niggas? What's good, my niggas? What's good, my niggas? Waiting this up now. Waiting how they. Is that Storm? Damn, nigga, you have hair. I didn't even know this nigga had hair. I thought he was Baldo. I thought Storm was Baldo. Shit. Nah, this guy now. Waiting me name. Rage, Rage the odds right now. That nigga is active, bro. Yes, now. You know he left Invincible and three crown them now. Now, yeah, he pack now. So yes, now he was. Now I knew that he was at that time. Sha, I don't know about now, but he has been cooking. Low key, low key, low key. He has been cooking. But they landed on you guys yesterday. Now I thought that you guys would pick up on that now because you guys were both in boot camp yesterday. Now and still now for the last Sanok now. So I think say on a day go they wary of them. They'll do it again, Sha, in the next game. So keep your eyes open. You don't say it was even weird when I saw it. I was like, damn, nigga, shit. Okay, now. Ain't stopping nothing though. Ain't stopping nothing though. So pressure is on Neon Rising right now, after that game. But anyway, okay, they're about to start. They're about to start. Oh yeah, no, you guys, good luck. Enjoy, enjoy. Has to be crack in the cocaine here, bro. Has to be some of that crack cocaine, bro. Man, I don't know how I feel about what I just saw, but mm, can we see more of the same? Can we see more of the same? Umoja Gaming on the rise. Umoja Gaming on the rise. Okay, let's take a look at leaderboard again. After that game that we just saw, Umoja Gaming, I mean, they were sitting in 25. That's another 25, I think they got. So that's like 50. So they are still 15 points. And I think Neon Rising got a couple points in there as well. So they are roughly maybe, I would call it 20 points behind Neon Rising now as it stands. Umoja Gaming is currently sitting in second place. I think XSC have fallen off. Afro Esports is on top. So I think XSC is probably sitting somewhere in fourth or fifth. Tribe Warriors probably fifth as well. Because Three Crown Esports, Tribe Warriors, Afro Esports, all of these teams did secure points over them. And Umoja did a very, very major leapfrog. But let's see. You know, the game is already in the air, and let us take a straight cut. Let's take a look at that plane path from Novoponye. See who is going to be on the receiving end of this. We've got 34 players in the cut, and all of them are looking for a way through here. Play zone is in the air. Players are in the air. Players are getting active. Who is going to turn things around? Are we about to see something though? Are we about to? I mean, is this going to go to the last game though? I mean, this tournament could be decided in this game. you know, because if you average 10, you get 80. Currently now, Neon Rising are roughly, I would say 10, 12 points away from 80 points. I think 80 points is the goal here. I think 80 points is what you need to do. 90 for good measure, but I think 80 gets you where you need to go. Me personally, that's what I think. So, and I think Neon Rising are not too far away from that, you know. But yeah, all eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize here. Pachinki is where it's at. Oh, play zone is not favorable. It's already moved towards the other side. So those teams that are going to be in military base, it is going to be a hard pill to swallow to make those rotations. It's going to be very, very hard pill to swallow to make those rotations. We can see Ecstasy already going to Yasnaya as expected. And looks like Unsullied Army are in the air. Ooh, we've got Flankilo, unfortunately, AFK. Is he AFK or is he in Pachinki? Okay, he's not AFK. That was weird. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes open there. But Unsullied Army not too far away from Umoja Gaming though. This is a team that we just saw how capable they are. Very capable if you ask me. Umoja Gaming, they have put the pressure on Neon Rising right now. I think roughly 20 points I would call away from each other. But then that's like a chicken dinner with 10 eliminations. So Umoja Gaming really need to do the same thing they just did. They just need to do the same thing that they just did, you know. They just gotta do it again. They just gotta do it again. But we're gonna see for ourselves. We are going to see for ourselves. We are gonna see. Is that gonna be what the deal is? Is that gonna be what the deal is? We'll see for ourselves here. But for the most part, Playzone is already on the move. It is already here, trying to cut everything out. Ecstasy in a 2-2 split. Danny Brown has been brought into the mixed. Ruda, Bego, 247, and Danny Brown. So they do not have Crusader in the lineup. I was expecting to see Crusader though. But very much in the horizon here. Remember, this is the World Esports Championship national qualifiers for Nigeria. The _1 team here will be moving on to represent Nigeria at the African Esports Championship Regionals, slated to hold later this year. So big shout out to the Nigerian Esports Federation, or the Federation of Nigerian Esports, or the Esports Federation of Nigeria. All join is the way to start things off for them, but they're already on the move here. He's shutting out quite nicely, if I might ask. But 3 Crown Esports in that western side. Vanguard as well, very, very deep in the southwest inside Primorsk. They haven't necessarily had to move around too much, but it's going to be a very hard draft for them to do as well. SP are going to be out here as well. Who are we missing then? What team are we missing? Is it Harsh? Are we missing Harsh? We've got Harsh here. So who are we missing then? Tribe? Yeah, we're missing Tribe. Yeah, Tribe Warriors are not here. Tribe Warriors are not here. Tribe Warriors are not in this game. That is unfortunate. So we are going to be missing one team. But all things being equal, Neon Rising are going to be coming in from that southern side. Again, they might be running into SP in the south. And everything is falling into place for Neon Rising right now. A chicken dinner. If they can get one more, I think that will get the job done. But they are too far out. Umoja Gaming have to rid the lobby of Neon Rising. That is the only way they can succeed, because if they succeed and Neon Rising also succeeds, it's moot, you know. You've not done anything. If your ops are surviving, then have you really achieved anything? You know, if your ops are surviving, did you do right? Did you do the right thing? These are the questions. These are the questions. Ruder already making the advance. Hold a little bit of the central side of the circle here. But all eyes on the horizon. All eyes on the horizon for sure. A major turn of events that we've seen so far. Rendering themselves here. See how proactive they can get. Neon Rising crossing the bridge on the southern side. Will they be running into SP though? That is the question. But it doesn't look like they will be. I think they will be prioritizing getting into the zone at least to make sure. And they are playing as 3. Oh. This is the worst time you could play as 3 though. This is the worst time. Why are they playing as 3? Who are we missing? More Nax. More Nax is here. More Steeds, more Souls. More ammo is not here, unfortunately. So Neon Rising are missing a player. This is not the time you want to miss a player at all. You have to stand on your feet. You have to be very active with this. It's like Ecstasy maybe having similar ideas. And Mornax has been spotted. Looks like they will be taking the initiative here. The drive-by. Mornax could be in trouble here. He's not careful enough. He might be getting dropped off here. His vehicle is getting torched to the side. Oh! And that is the first drop of the sword. Neon Rising will lose one. And this is not the way they wanted to start the next game at all. Bego with the drop. Ruda already making the advance. Souls up front. Neon Rising cannot afford to lose any more players. They will be trying their best to circumvent here, but I think he is making him. I think he is giving chase. Let's see. I don't like this. I do not like this plan at all coming through from Ruder. Man, he might be running into an ambush. You know, he might just be running into an ambush, but the team is dedicated. They are committed to this one, the Neon Rising, to get out of dodge, but they might be running into the guys from Umoja Gaming, and the bullets have started to fly as well. And more souls. And he is actually going to reconvene with his teammates inside of the apartment complex. It looks like Ecstasy. They want to commit, or they will be committing for sure. And it looks like they want a piece of this. And this is going to be a very interesting one. Good grenade outside. Over to the other side. Souls now trying to set back. Good grenade again from Souls. 747. Z47. Good grenade again to send that one through. They need to close this out, and they need to wrap this up very quickly. More Steeds up onto the other side as well. Up onto the other side, but more Steeds gets dropped away by Bego. And that is going to be a wrap. Danny Brown was very, very, very close to getting swept away there. And another grenade to back things up. There are 2 eliminations now for Bego. And Ecstasy is starting to feel the heat. Ooh, that was, wow. That was very, very dangerous. And that could have gone from bad to worse. But that is going to be good night for Neon Rising. They go out. No points earned. And the gap to the top has been split wide open. And I really thought they could have done it, but unfortunately, Ecstasy will have other plans. Will not want to commit to this. They will be getting out of here for sure, because they do not play buildings, they do not play compounds, they play entire terrains. And they might be having another objective here, because it looks like Unsullied Army is going to be west of their position, holding out that line. But it doesn't look like they want to commit to this. It's going to be very hard as well, but that will put things into a very, very tough perspective for them. Esports again, they are staying locked in, they are staying clocked in. Ooh, Cloud with a grenade over to Nexus. Oh, there's trouble here, and it looks like Vanguard may have just turned things around, but fortunately for them, Vanquish actually gets the drop, and another one buys the dust, but Van Helsing is too far away. He cannot provide any form of assistance, but Afro Esports, they hear the commotion and they want a piece of the action as well. Vanquish will be getting vanquished and sent back into the lobby. 3 Crown Esports, can they make something happen? Unfortunately, Van Helsing is too far away, and he will only watch from the sidelines as his teammates will be getting butchered by 3 Crown Esports and Afro Esports together. They go on the other side as well, trying to make a rotation through, and it doesn't look like the rest of his teammates are gonna let this one slide. They have the angles here, and they might just want a little bit more. 3 Crown Esports up, another extra elimination. I mean, Artist is going to be spotted. Van Helsing has been spotted immediately, getting bullets sent his way. Quilla already making the advance. Might be deciding to push this one through onto the high line position. And that's going to be a wrap. Vanguard Esports, that is the last show for them. Looks like Van Helsing is trying to get out of dodge, right? Is he trying to get out of dodge? And Nexus will go for the drop, and Quilla was waiting, lying in wait, waiting to lie. And 3 Crown Esports up to 4 eliminations now. And they are all revving it up, all the engines firing on all 4 cylinders. And things are starting to look very, very dicey for those teams that haven't made their way to the zone. Just take a look at SP, deep in the outside the zone in the south in farm. They haven't necessarily made a move yet, but again, it's not ideal to be that far out of the zone by this stage. You would have to have decided on your rotation by this time, and from the looks of it, Umoja Gaming, they are playing this very central. They want to be in the center, they don't want to be at the edge of the circle, they don't want to control the zone, they want the zone to bring players to them. And we're starting to see it worked out in the previous game. We saw that play from boot camp all the way to the chicken dinner. Can they do more of the same? Afro Esports could be in trouble here. Cloud will not let his judgment be clouded at all, because he's going for this. He spotted Neo for sure. He has spotted Neo for sure. Afro Esports could be in a little bit of a way in here. If he didn't spot Neo before, he spotted him now. Doesn't look like they want to commit to this though. Cloud has to be careful. It is a very, very hard nut to crack, and it looks like they are going to be making that rotation to get themselves into that northern side. 3 Crown Esports trailing in behind. This is going to be a very interesting trade-off here. If Cloud is spotted, he could be in danger. Has to wait for the rest of his teammates to assert their position, and it looks like that's going to be how they will play it out from that little corner that they've got so far. Everyone is trying to stay locked in regardless, and Cloud has been spotted. It was the danger. A lot of intel gathering going on there, but fortunately for them, they will gather the intel, and Quilla will return the shot. Oh, what a spray that was! Absolutely criminal activity at its finest. And here come 3 Crown Esports. They want a piece of it. Nexus off behind as well, looking for a way through. Afro Esports in trouble. Nexus arrives to the party, gets the first drop, and another run into the other side. Nexus is going to be dropped away as well. They will be trading off as he's run over. Afro Esports are not going to stop at all. Quilla will mount through and get some relief, and they will be getting picked up, but that was very dangerous for Nexus, but they did manage 1 elimination out of that ordeal, bringing their total up to 5. But Afro Esports, do they want to keep them outside of the zone though? Is that the plan? Is that the objective? It's going to take a lot of resources to make that happen. Neo is also playing in behind, and Cloud as well could have the drop on them. But this could be the opening they've been looking for. McGrellin almost getting swept off his feet there. Quiller as well, almost getting spotted. And that is a very, very horrible position to drive. Why? But again, it looks like that could be the case. And Chris will be getting knocked away. Good grenade over to the other side as well. Neil tries to make it through. And he will drop immediately as well. Neil with a fantastic grenade. Quilla is going to be the victim. He gets dropped off and he gets swept away. But unfortunately, Neo will follow suit. He will bite the dust as well. More eliminations coming through. Chris has been knocked away but will not be getting picked up. Neo will go down as he is flushed. Bego takes a hit as well. And that is going to be the end for Unsullied Army. But that was very, very close. They almost dealt too much damage to Ecstasy. And Ruda was the one that was sent back into the lobby, but Ecstasy will be back to a 3-man squad. 7 eliminations under the belt right now. An Unsullied Army almost put a fork in the road for them, but that has never stopped them either way. Umoja Gaming looking for a back-to-back chicken dinner. That is the only response. That is the only respite that could work in their favor here. They cannot afford to leave here without nothing. It's going to hurt them, but they are in a very good spot. Ooh, Kenpachi actually cracking into the shield, and here comes the SP. They did get one of the guys from Harsh Esports. It is Weather getting knocked away. Now, doesn't look like he's going to be doing much of anything there. But he could be exposed to Toxic and player 911. And Kenpachi, unfortunately, is going to be the victim of his hubris. His teammate Weather is not getting picked up, dog. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, what a spray that was from Easy. 666 in the cut. And the eliminations, it looks like they are about to be delivered into the hands of Umoja Gaming from all the way across there. They are firing away at the bridge, firing away over the hillside. It is going to be 3-round esports that will pull up to that vicinity as well. XT gets a drop on 911. And that's going to be good night to them. Ecstasy have crashed into the party. They are now inside of Rozok. And they have made their presence known. They are keeping tabs on all the teams so far. It's Z47. Again, I was thinking his name was 247 actually. I mean, that would be cold. XTC 247 because I'm active 247, you know, type shit. But regardless, bullets are starting to fly as well. Crowd Esports could be in a very, very big lard of turmoil here. And SWAT from Afro Esports will take the first and will take the second. Cloud and Quilla have been knocked away. Trouble in paradise. McGrellin, the last one up. Can he make his way through? Oh, he's sitting ducks in the water. But McGrellin is there to save the day. Quilla will be getting saved and picked up. 8 eliminations for 3-Crown Esports. And Z47 will get a knock on to one of the guys from SP from inside of Rozok. They will make a play. They will make a rotation through. And Joey will not be getting picked up. He's too far out. But there's a big chance that he might. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They want this. They will take the advantage. They will take the initiative. And he runs him out immediately as well. He turns him to the other side. But no, he will be getting dropped with a DBS. 247, Z47, all the 7. 9 eliminations now. They are all going steez for steez, pound for pound. Umoja Gaming is the only team inside of the zone and they have 4 players alive. That chicken dinner is going to taste too sweet to ignore. But they have to make the right calls. They have to make the right decisions. They are already making the plays here. But they've only got 1 elimination to show for it so far. Can they make the rotations in the right call? Can they make the right call in these final moments? It is the World Esports Championship Nigeria National Qualifiers. And we are staying locked in regardless. But Umoja Gaming are in a very, very good spot inside of the zone. They have done everything right inside of this game. But the only thing that they may not have done is the eliminations. They are sitting very low compared to the other two teams. Ecstasy and Three Crown Esports have all gotten at least more than 5 eliminations. That is where this gets very dangerous. Z47 is trying to lock and load here, trying to keep some more intel and information onto the offensives. Three Crown Esports on the ground floor. Magrelin just underneath the bridge. This could be the best idea right now for Three Crown Esports, or the worst. And Bego gets the first drop. Easy gets dropped away. And that is the opening that they have been looking for. But now they have to be careful. Three Crown Esports are lurking. Berlin's grenade is better. And that's going to be the end. Final boss gets the drop. Tinubu is there and tries to circle back. His position has been given away. But Easy is also going to be traded off. And Bego will not be taking that one out. And what a grenade from Three Crown Esports. And that will be the end for Ecstasy. And Three Crown and Umoja Gaming will lock horns one more time. Can Umoja Gaming get a back-to-back? They've lost one. It is even Steven. 3 versus 3. Who will take the crown in this match number 2? The play zone is going to be very much more favorable now to Umoja Gaming. They will make the play. They will make the advance. Tinubu plays off the right-hand side. Here comes Three Crown Esports. They are packed in. They are locked in together. And that is going to make spreading out a little bit more difficult. Tinubu trying to bait them out, trying to fall for the old bait and switch. But no, he positions himself in the left-hand side, and the grenades will be flying all over the pitch now, all over the corners. And how much time do they have? Tinubu hopping into the vehicle, not still being able to bait and switch. Three Crown Esports, could they be doing this properly? Could they be doing this right? Tinubu again, staying the best to stay locked in again. Oh, that's a big spray, that's a big drop. And here comes Quilla, the MVP for a reason. He's going to go off the right-hand side. Molotov launched, but unfortunately, too shy out, but the grenade is better, and it will launch him all the way down. Low HP. First drop, Quilla gets the drop on Tinubu, and unfortunately, corruption will not prevail, but Magrelin is going to be the victim. The grenade flies over the top side, and he will feel the brunt of that one. Quilla has to fall back and get his numbers up, but Tinubu will succumb to his injuries, but so will Berlin. Close the gap. High ground position. Umoja Gaming again. Chicken dinner back to back. Six eliminations and a chicken dinner. Three Crown Esports in second place with 10 eliminations. Ecstasy in third place with 10 as well. And SP in fourth with 2. Afro Esports in 5th with 1. Harsh Esports in 6th with 1. Unsullied Army in 7th with 1. Vanguard Esports in 8th. And Neon Rising in 9th. Wow. Wow. Holy. So now the thing is, I said that this was going to be wrapped up now. Like, this game was going to be, like, wrapping it up. Now, Umoja Gaming have gotten another chicken dinner back to back. They've done everything right. They're cooking right now. They've done exactly what they needed to do. Neon Rising got no points, and Umoja Gaming got the chicken dinner off a back-to-back, off another chicken dinner. You can't write the script. You just can't write the script. You just can't write the script. Umoja Gaming back-to-back chicken dinner. I didn't see all this yesterday, though, but today, the cooking has started. Today is the real day of the cooking. Today is the real day of you get Odeshi, I get Odeshi too. Odeshi, Odeshi, Umoja, Odeshi, 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 Umoja, Odeshi, 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 Umoja, Odeshi. I'll be there. Will you be there? I will. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 games down, 1 more to go. And I'm active all night long, baby. So let's stay true. Let's stay true to the game. Let's stay active. Be right back for match number, what is this? 7? Yeah, match number 7. Stay tuned. Stay frosty. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. points, and Umoja Gaming got the chicken dinner off a back-to-back, off another chicken dinner. You can't write the script. You just can't write the script. You just can't write the script. Umoja Gaming back-to-back chicken dinner. I didn't see all this yesterday though, but today the cooking has started. Today is the real day of the cooking. Today is the real day of you get Odeshi, I get Odeshi too. Odeshi, Odeshi, Umoja, Odeshi, 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 Umoja, Odeshi, 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 Umoja, Odeshi. I'll be there. Will you be there? I will. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 games down, 1 more to go, and I'm active all night long, baby. So let's stay true. Let's stay true to the game. Let's stay active. Be right back for match number, what is this, 7? Yeah, match number 7. Stay tuned, stay frosty, stay locked in. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. All right, all right. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is the World Esports Championship National Qualifiers, and it is Nigeria's National Qualifiers. It's day 2, match number 7. The calm before the storm, the match before the last game to decide who's going to rep Nigeria in in the regional. So, yeah, we saw Moja Gaming do a back-to-back chicken dinner. We already know Moja Gaming right now. I think with that they're currently sitting in first place on the leaderboard. I think they are. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled on that one, and then know what the deal is, and keep everything 100. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into it. I'm all about that action. Let's get straight into it. Who's going to take match number? Wait, what match is this? What match is this? I think this is match 3, right? Right? Well, this is technically match 3. So yeah, Sanok. So let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. We are active. We are in the air. So put your lighters up. And a big move here. Tribe are finally back. So Tribe is here. Then who are we missing? Who did we miss? Is it SB? No, SB is here too. So who did we miss though? Who did we miss? Who is not here? Which team has given up the ghost? Is it Vanguard? Nope. It's not Vanguard. It's not Unsullied Army. Tribe Warriors is here. Moja Gaming is here. Oh, it looks like Vanguard and Ecstasy may have just locked horns. Oh, this is not how I saw this happening, but it looks like there's going to be some interesting turn of events here. So all eyes on the prize here. This could be a very interesting game. This could be an upset for Ecstasy or a very big boost to their Sanok game. It's one or the other. You can't have both. You don't want to lose anyone as well. But Ecstasy in a very tight split. They've got... Who have they got? They've got Bego all the way out here. Oh, Ruda with a grenade. Vanquish almost getting knocked away as well. First drop onto the other side. I mean, Ecstasy are playing this perfectly. Another one. Vanilla goes down. Van Helsing off onto that left-hand side. Is still in the sideline of Z47. And a little bit of a backdrop into that corner as well. Artists might be getting dropped off, but they do have the intel. They are aware that it is Vanguard Esports inside of here. Big spray to the corner. Doesn't connect. Danny Brown circles back. Again, Bego right behind him. Bego has pulled up into the vicinity, into the mix. He hasn't given too much intel there, but Artists have to be very careful with the drop. A little bit of pressure in there. Ruda, will he be getting flushed? He does get flushed. And it is a balanced diet now. 2 players from Ecstasy have been swept away. This could be a very, very big call. A major call in the dreams and the hopes of Ecstasy to see this through. They got the first drop, but Z47 is there. Goes for the clutch. And here comes Bego, switching to the other side. Immediately the headshots with the DBS. Cracks the skull with the last charge. And here comes Bego again. Van Helsing peeks in the corner. And Bego will clutch. 4 eliminations, but at the cost of 2 bodies. That is not a good price to pay. Danny Brown getting cooked. Ruder as well. That is not the way they wanted to start this game at all. It is absolutely not the way they wanted to start this game at all. 2 players sent back into the lobby too early. I mean, there was absolutely no need. Ruda just had to wait it out for Bego to get his sideline. He just needed a couple extra seconds in there, and that could have turned everything all right. Because I didn't even know when Danny Brown got swept off. I didn't even know when he got cooked. I was not aware. But 10-11, Ecstasy will start well enough, but they could have started so much better. They are handicapped by numbers now, but they do have 4 eliminations, and that could be better, much better. Again, the perspective that they have had so far has been very, very rudimentary. Ecstasy. Rotation. I mean, they can go through the north, they can bask in her thin, but Unsullied Army may have that idea. They might have that place already locked in. This is not It's not a bad start, but it could have been so much better for Ecstasy, owing to the fact that they are chasing that win. They are chasing that chicken dinner they needed. So in the matter of seeing, ooh, looks like Umoja Gaming here. An Unsullied Army could be trading off, and that is going to be 2 eliminations to Umoja Gaming, courtesy delivered by Unsullied Army. Ooh, 4864 gets clapped up immediately, and that is going to be the end of the road for him. And all things being equal, we've seen how far Umoja Gaming can take it though. One more chicken dinner and it is a wrap. One more chicken dinner and it is done. There is no coming back, and it looks like Neon Rising and Ecstasy. Oh, again. And things are going from bad to worse. Bego in a 1 versus 2 here, trying to circle inside. First drop, tries the right hand side again, sways into the right. Bego could go for the drop. Onto the right, but unfortunately he will not be so lucky. He will be getting swept away. Z47 now, 2 versus 1. Neon Rising, this could be the opportunity. More aura, even to the other side, sways into the right, gets the first drop, and now another one to bite the dust, tries to go for the flush. The pickup is already coming through. Surely he knows, he's going for it, going into the corner, but no! Ecstasy will kiss their chicken dinner goodbye. And Neon Rising will hang on for just a little bit more. Oh my goodness, that was so close, so close. Ecstasy almost within reach. Again, I can't even imagine what the leaderboard looks like, because they did get some points still, and Bego almost did it, but unfortunately it did not get the job done. It looks like Tinubu continues his onslaught now against the Tribe Warriors this time. Final boss with another drop. And Ecstasy, final boss, finally getting dropped off again. After Ecstasy saw their way out of the lobby, Chicken is going to be the last one left. We'll try to stay out, but that it will be good night. 7 eliminations. 7 big bucks. Umoja Gaming already have 1 foot on the plane here. All they have to do is see this through to a chicken dinner, and it is going to be wraps. It is going to be wraps. A bit of a back and forth here, but it looks like Nexus is the one that has been spotted away. And 3 Crown Esports, they have a very bit of a clear path set out on their way for them. Umoja Gaming on the hillside, and they are going to be enjoying that top draw position again, but it looks like ooh, so we have to be very careful, as he almost felt the heat there. 3 Crown Esports mounting a ridiculous amount of pressure, as they will be putting things into perspective going forward. And Nexus, unfortunately, not the luckiest one there. Let's get dropped off into the other side. Unfortunately for them, they do not have the sidelines there. But a chicken dinner is the only thing that will surely guarantee Umoja Gaming to represent Nigeria at the regionals. Could be time for things to get very spicy here, as Morsels is up north, and Neon Rising, they will need to get their confidence back and pick things up from the top half. They have they've got time on their side, and they've got terrain on their side as well. And there will be trying to on a big move regardless, but again, Morsels and a little bit of a good angle, good sideline, good position. This could have gone so many different ways. Very good spray, very good spray to take on the pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the World Esports Championship National Qualifiers for Nigeria, and right now Umoja Gaming may have just done everything right. All they have to do is seal this with a chicken dinner, and that is going to be it. Back-to-back chicken dinner, it's unheard of. You have to win. You have to represent the country at that point. You know, when you get a back-to-back chicken dinner, you just got to do the right thing, bro. You just got to do the right thing, dog. You just got to do the right thing, dog. 7 matches down. 1 more match to go. It's all about doing the big bucks, and more aura has been spotted. Chris takes a hit. More Steez will close that one as well. And Afro Esports could be in some major trouble right now. Neo again. Oh, beautiful cover fire. Absolutely beautiful. More Steez actually gets dropped away by the DBS, and Neo might go for the flush. And Mornax unfortunately can't cover from behind the rock. He doesn't have the sight lines. But unfortunately, the grenade is all he has, as his teammates will try to get their numbers back up. But a beautifully launched Molotov cocktail, surely that one will get the job done. It does burn Dago away. Afro Esports hanging on by a thread. Umoja Gaming creeping up in the background, creeping up on the sidelines. They want to pick and pot the bits and pieces of Afro Esports, and they are creeping up closely. And surely, here comes the president of Nigeria, Tinubu, and about to get much more corrupt. Beautiful grenade over the top side from Neo, and that is the opening they've been looking for. And Easy exposed himself a little bit too long, will sway over to the right, and Afro Esports caught between a rock and a hard place. More pressure again from Nax. Neon Rising in trouble again. They have this in the game, and that's gonna be good night. Umoja Gaming will put an end to them once more. Neon Rising failed to make an impact. Umoja Gaming, their road is really paved. The road has been paved for Umoja Gaming to take the game. It has been paved a way for them to take that chicken dinner. It is all going to be theirs now. Berlin, cracking of the whip, shuts everything down. Afro Esports in trouble. Surely they can't make a way through. Another grenade. 10 eliminations. Umoja Gaming. Oh my goodness. Absolutely criminal the way they're running away with it now. If they get a chicken dinner, there's no stopping them. But 3 Crown Esports, they want a piece of this. And he pulls out the DBS. It is going to be Cloud. Tries again to lock it in, but unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. Tinubu trying to ride and dive through, and he also almost gets him dropped away, but that is the opportunity we're looking for. Berlin will crack the shield with the S12K. Gets the first drop. Quilla over to the other side, swaying to the left and the right. The DBS immediately. More pressure onto the right-hand side, but Quilla will shut him down. Tinubu, pressure again. Corruption will not save you this time. You cannot hold on. But Berlin's grenade over to the top side. Surely will make it happen this time around. Umoja Gaming trying the absolute best to hold it on, but Quilla, oh my god, Quilla, grenade after grenade, but Quilla's up to the task. He's holding off the pressure. Surely now, if he can see this through, this might be the job, but McGrellin is too far out, but all he can do is provide cover fire. Tinubu has to relent and reposition over to that southern side, and that will give them the opportunity they're looking for, but they have lost Nexus, and that is going to be a big blow. But Umoja Gaming will think twice now. Because of Quilla, they will think twice. And that was a healthy exchange between these two top dogs. These were the two teams they finished top 2 in the previous game. And it looks like they will be finishing top 2 again. McGrellin over to the back end as well, playing from that northern side. They do have SP last but not least. They have survived thus far. And they are laying in the grass, laying in the glass south. They're not making too much of a move here. Actually goes to the other side. And unfortunately, the snakes in the grass. Oh, the snakes in the grass will steal it away. And Quilla's going to be the one that gets locked away. And Umoja Gaming, they've seen this. And they will capitalize immediately. But Easy's going to be spotted out. Cloud has to work through the magic and find a way through. Ken Pashi behind the rock side. It is all by the lonesome. Unfortunate scenarios for 3 Crown Esports. Quilla had no idea that he was in the snake's nest. And he will learn the hard way. Cloud and McGrellin, the last 2 left for 3 Crown Esports. And Easy will be getting picked up once again. Umoja Gaming will not allow. They will not allow any player to get knocked away. They will not allow any player to get flushed. And the play zone is theirs for the taking now. 3 chicken dinners in a row. It is unheard of. It is unstoppable. What a game. What a performance this was. The bullets are ringing out, but Umoja Gaming have put their back into this. They have put their usi into this one. And now is the opening they've been looking for. Umoja Gaming already making that advance. 3 Crown Esports could be doing the right thing here, and Kenpachi has been dispatched, and it's these 2 teams again. It is 3 Crown Esports again. McGrellin gets run over. Surely Crowd, it's the final hit for him. He will not be surviving any further, but no. Tinubu spotted, and Easy as well. Dropped by Cloud. There's 2 bodies caught. Oh, there's trouble right now. Umoja Gaming may have just lost the plot. They may have just lost it to 3 Crown Esports as Cloud goes for the flush, but the play zone is not favorable for him at all. But he has time, he has the moves. This could be a major battle. A major battle for Umoja Gaming. And he spits around the corners, he finds a way in. And that's a beautiful rotation. Cloud has been doing a lot of heavy lifting here. And Berlin, can he do the undoable? Can he do what has never been done before? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What could it be? Cloud versus Berlin. And the play zone has given it to 3 Crown Esports. Berlin is already loading the smoke grenades, but Cloud is not aware of his actual position. This could be a once worldly finish. Chicken dinner in back-to-back-to-back fashion. Oh, I would love to hear the comms right now from Umoja Gaming. I would love to hear the communications coming through. I would love to hear this, but Cloud and Berlin already on the move. He's making that advance. He has been spotted. Berlin's been spotted, and he's taking damage already, and he finds a way into the left-hand side, survives, but no, Cloud has to make the advance. He cannot allow the reset. He cannot allow the HP to get picked back up, but unfortunately he's allowed too much time. And Berlin might be able to get his numbers back up. Peeks into the corner, doesn't connect the shots, but he will try again. Cloud, can he close this out for 3 Crown Esports? And now it is a trade. They're both on the same amount of HP. Berlin. Grenade in hand. Cloud also with a grenade in hand. It's a matter of whose grenade will bounce first. Oh! And that one will connect. Cloud knows he hurt. He's going to try to pack into the left-hand side. Surely Cloud will take it for 3 Crown Esports, but he can't seem to find the angles, but he's going to try again. Tries to magic HP. Lost the DBS shot. Phaser shot. Through to the corner, and Cloud will take the chicken dinner. Oh, he's going to go to the last game for sure. It is going to go to the last game for sure. Umoja Gaming could not get the chicken dinner. 3 Crown Esports will take it away, and Cloud is the one that makes it happen. 12 eliminations, but it's not enough. It's not enough. SP with a turnout for the ages in a 3rd place finish. And Afro Esports in 4th place with 4 eliminations from Neo. Neon Rising in 5th with 3. Tribe in 6th with 1. Ecstasy in 7th with 4. And on Solid Army in 8th. And Vanguard Esports in 9th. Oh! Woo! Yeah. Now this is what you call qualifier. This is what you call a qualifier. A big qualifier. Woo! What a game that was. 3 Crown Esports, man, Cloud, Cloud9, baby. 3 Crown Esports, what a turn. What a performance that was from Cloud, MVP. But Tinubu, the president, was very, very active. Was very, very active, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we love to see. But it's not over just yet. It is going to go down to the last game. Somebody has to take the game into their hands, because as it stands, it is in Umoja Gaming's hands right now. I think they are tied with Neon Rising and 3 Crown Esports at the same time because of this chicken dinner. That extra boost, it puts things into a very different perspective. Umoja Gaming right now currently sitting in 1st place, but they're almost tied in points with the Neon Rising because they started the day with a 20-point give or take deficit. So again, I'm explaining too much. It's not up to me. It's not up to me. It's not up to me.
need to find the angles.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game. It is the World Esports Championship Nigerian National Qualifiers. And what a game we have had tonight, man. The script writers couldn't write it better than this. Moja Gaming starting the day in sixth or seventh or something. Let me even check out the leaderboard started today. Yeah, they were sixth. Umaga Gaming was sixth. Neon Rising had 40 points ahead. Neon Rising were 40 points, 40 points ahead of Umoja Gaming. Umoja Gaming are now 20 points, possibly above Neon Rising. You can't write this up. You can't make this up. But ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the games. This is the final game. I want to say a big shout out to Nigeria Esports Federation, Federation of Nigerian Esports, Esports Federation of Nigeria for bringing us out here tonight. Big shout out to everyone involved. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Nigeria is about to crown a champion. A champion. So stay tuned and stay locked in, because this last game is where the real drama is going to unfold. Will you be there? Will you be there? And it is showtime. It is showtime indeed. It's all about the right calls now inside of this game. Every single decision that has been made, this is where it all stems from. Who is going to decide? Who's going to make that decision? And it looks like a lot of bodies are going to be in the area. Wait a minute. Why is Vanguard going to Pochinki with Moja Gaming though? And on Solid Army as well. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot going on here though. There is a lot going on here though. Ooh, there's a lot going on here though. Ooh. Well, Moja Gaming are in a split. You see, now this is a split. This is something that has happened that Moja Gaming did not plan for. You can see Tinubu all the way out there onto the other side, gets caught out. Berlin also making a play on the other side. Easy making a play here. Now this could work very perfectly in their favor, and they could third party this after Vanguard Esports and I think after Vanguard Esports and what's their name? Again, they will try to wrap this through. Oh, time is of the essence here. Time is of the essence. Now Vanguard Esports have turned this around and Easy's been knocked away. Vanilla takes it upon himself to go for that final hit. And again, Umoja Gaming in major trouble right now. They will lose one. The best result they can get right now is to not get eliminated this early. This is not the way they want to start things at all, but you know, this is something they didn't plan. You can already tell from the rotations, you can already tell from the drop. This isn't something Umoja Gaming planned at all. They did not expect people to come to Pochinki, and people came and they lost the body. Tranquilo is going to be a good night for him. On Solid Army will be going out of the game. Ooh, it looks like Ecstasy may have something brewing as well. They are making a move. They are making a play here. But what could it mean, though? What could it mean? What could it mean? What could it mean? Ooh, this play zone is very interesting, though. Looks like a... Wow. Okay. What are they doing? What are they doing, though? Ooh, Nexus gets a drop on SP. Did it? What is going on? There's so much chaos brewing here. It looks like it's they've gotten into boot camp. Sorry, I said Brick and Pachinki. It looks like they are trying to gather some more intel, but it looks like Cloud and 3 Crown Esports. Wait a minute. Wow, they're locking on there. Looks like 3 Crown Esports could be walking away here with 4 eliminations. And this could be a blessing in disguise for 3 Crown Esports. This could be the way they are working this out. But again, Ecstasy have stumbled upon Vanguard Esports. I don't know if they are aware that it is Vanguard Esports. They might be thinking it's Umoja Gaming. That is what they might be thinking. They might be thinking it's them. But it's Vanguard Esports. And Vanguard Esports have secured, I think, 5 eliminations already. So they are ready to get active. And that is going to be it. 3 Crown Esports started quite nicely. Cloud and Nexus working hand in hand to get themselves 4 eliminations here. Ecstasy by the edge. Tribe as well making their own move. Vanguard as well. All the teams are converging in Pachinki, and Umoja Gaming are just going to be chilling in Georgia. All Umoja need to do now is finish in the top 3 to guarantee that win. All they have to do is guarantee a top 3 finish, and it is done. A chicken dinner in the last game would have done it, but they didn't get one. So that puts things into a little bit of a dicey situation. All eyes are going to be on Umoja Gaming if they can make something happen here. But it looks like Ecstasy and Tribe may be locking horns here. And Beko gets the first drop immediately. That's going to be good now. But here comes Limka. He peeked up. He might be getting dropped off. Straight to the corner. Beko gets dropped away. And unfortunately, Limka is not lucky enough. Ecstasy are wiped clean. They've lost 2 bodies outside. Ruda also getting dropped away by Surge. And Ecstasy, surely it will be the end of the road for them. They will not be qualifying. They will not be representing Nigeria. They made a bold move, but it was miscalculated, and they will learn the hard way. And it is going to be left to Z47. We are witnessing something different right now. Chicken does get knocked away again. Looks like Afro Esports have decided to get a piece of the action as well. Ecstasy, they did make a big play for it, but unfortunately it didn't work out the way they wanted. And Afro Esports could be the ones to turn this around. They have gotten a piece of the action regardless. And here comes Afro Esports again, but the S12K is there. But it's not going to be the case this time around. Surge takes more hits as well. Limka pulling up all the stops. The DP28, he crosses the lines there, but immediately some more shots being sent his way. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. He will not be beating the allegations. Vega will go out. Surge as well. Neo actually gets a drop on him and will fall him as well to the side. And while all this is happening, Z47 is inside. I mean, if he had opened the door, he would have seen a lot of this action going on here. If he opens the door, he would be seeing all of this. He does take some hits. He does take some damage. And that will be good night. Tribe will go out courtesy of Z47 with the final hit. Afro Esports, I'm pretty sure they are aware. They heard all that commotion. But again, everybody's doing everything except dealing with Umoja Gaming. I mean, they're doing everything except that. Umoja Gaming is, for every minute another team is eliminated, Umoja Gaming have it in the lock and key to get it done here. And they know that they have to deal with this relatively very quickly. They have read the feed, they've read the zone. They know that Z47 is all by himself. They know that Ecstasy are just down to 1. This one is the one that will make it happen, will cross the borderline. That will be the end. Ecstasy will go out. And their crates are getting shot up. And that will be the end of the road. Ecstasy will not advance. Neon Rising now started to step into the plate. They've started to step into the road. And they are doing this in the right fashion. But can they see this through? More Steez making the rotation, making a move over to the other side. Van Artist is going to be a victim of circumstance here. Let's get dropped away. Oh, that's a beautiful spray, and it looks like this could be the opening they're looking for. Yes, it is. Mornax with a spray. Now, this is the Neon Rising we know. Very capable, very mindful with the grenades. Mornax, because he made the push. Van Helsing trying to stay off the right hand side. That's a good grenade. And he's trying to bait Van Helsing out into the open, and they will get the job. Harsh Esports coming to steal, coming to reap where they did not sow. And Mornax cannot allow this. And goes for the clutch. Goes for the clutch flush. Clutch plus flush means clutch. You know, that's how I got that. Don't know nobody asked me not, but it looks like HKK wants a piece of the action as well. Harsh Esports just cracked their sealed. And they will steal that one outside. Ooh, Mornax, big shots, gets the drop into the other side. Weather as well gets dropped away. Neon Rising in trouble here. They've got two players knocked away. HKK could be the one to put the final nail in the coffin here and end the dreams for Neon Rising. If Neon Rising get eliminated now, it will be good night. Umoja Gaming may have just done it. If Neon Rising will not find their footing, Umoja Gaming may have just done the needful. All they have to do was stay alive, and stay alive they have. What a grenade this was. Another one will bite the dust. Mornax still knocked away. Still circling back and forth. Still looking for a way through. More souls and more Steez. Can they make something happen here? No, they cannot. Weather's grenade is good for 2 souls. The last one left for Neon Rising. Harsh Esports will be the bane of their existence. And that will be the end of the road for them. Neon Rising, they did everything right on day 1, but day 2, they just fell off the wagon. And Harsh Esports will be the last face they will see before they go back into the afterlife. 4 eliminations and 4 moves to follow suit. Undeniable, unrelenting. That will be a rock of a shield, and Neon Rising, that will be the end of the road for them. It's all in the end game now. We're down to 4 teams. Congratulations, Umoja Gaming. The only way this ends is if 3 Crown Esports eliminates Umoja Gaming right now. That is the only way this works. Umoja Gaming have not secured any points, if I'm not mistaken. But Umoja Gaming may have just done everything perfectly here. They may have just done every single thing perfect. All eyes on the prize here. All Moja Gaming gotta do is stay alive, and they have. They are in the top 4. Bullets are ricocheting all over the place. 3 Crown Esports finally making their way into the zone, into the circle of life. Again, I think 3 Crown Esports, if they do well enough, I think they might just be able to finish second place. I think they might just be able to finish second place. Everything needs to fall into place here. Everything needs to fall into place here. Cannot afford to make any mistakes going forward. Moja Gaming did have a little bit of the Everest and the hillside to work this out with, but they are going to need a whole lot more, because 3 Crown Esports have gotten themselves 4 eliminations, and everything could be working in their favor if they can deal with the Moja Gaming and eliminate them now. They cannot allow them to get into top 2 again. It is a wrap. It doesn't matter what 3 Crown Esports do. Umoja Gaming cannot be allowed to survive into the top 2. That is the only way. Neo gets a grenade tossed over the top, and whether it's going to be the victim of that grenade, it is perfectly launched and it is perfectly sailed. And Arch Esports are down again, a little bit further. Toxic will try again. Toxic will try again and again. Oh, what a grenade that was. Beautifully constructed. And that will be a good night party. And it looks like the Moja Gaming want a piece of this. Oh! Toxic is too toxic. And the Moja Gaming, they may have just pulled up to the side now to wrap this up. Nice double K is exposed, and final boss will get the drop on him and a run through top 2, and that will be the end. Final boss with a drop. Umoja Gaming have done it. They have done it. Top 2 finish. It doesn't matter what 3 Crown Esports do. It doesn't matter at all. But take a look at that. Berlin will shut the door on Cloud again. 3 Crown Esports fighting through, but Tinubu will use the powers of corruption to send those bullets down with the Mini 14 over to the hillside, and Nexus will fall. McGrellin and Quilla, the last 2 left. Can they clutch it up? Can 3 Crown Esports do their own version of a back-to-back chicken? Then I mean, final boss is there, playing into the corner, but unfortunately doesn't get the job done. The DBS still in hand for Quilla. She's trying to circle back again, but Quilla gets dropped immediately by Berlin and McGrellin. Oh my goodness. Umoja Gaming, chicken dinner yet again. 3 chicken dinners out of 4. You cannot make this up. Umoja Gaming, ladies and gentlemen, have done the unthinkable. They have won the national qualifiers for Nigeria for the African Esports Championship. What a performance they have had. My goodness, they won yet again. 6 eliminations this time. 4 for 3 Crown Esports. Harsh in third with 8. Afro Esports in 4th place with 6. Neon Rising in 5th place with 4. Vanguard in 6th place with 4. Ecstasy in 7th place with 1. And Tribe Warriors in 8th place with 4. And SP in 9th place with nothing, and Unsullied Army in 10th place with nothing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, what a ride, what a ride, what a ride, what a ride that was. Big congratulations to Umoja Gaming. Wow. I mean, if this is represent Nigeria, I ain't mad at all, bruh. I can't wait to see what they be cooking in the regionals, bro. If they are gonna be playing like this, I'm there. I am there 100%. I'm gonna be there. I am going to be there, active. What a performance from Umoja Gaming. What a game they had. Three Crown Esports turned everything upside down. They did everything. They did somersaults. They did backflips. They need tornado. They need aroma di basanta. They did focus. They did Cherubim and Seraphim. But unfortunately, Umoja Gaming was just Umoja-ing it up. And they won that game. Big congratulations to Umoja Gaming. I don't know what the results are going to say. I don't know who's going to second place. I think Three Crown should be in second place with that performance. Neon Rising would be in third, and then the rest, because now the rest from there on out. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of tonight's broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Big congratulations to all the winners. Next year for the losers. See you next year again. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Catch you at the next one. Peace. Yeah, look out for the leaderboard on the socials.